I want to get all your thoughts on this one. It's been a pretty big talking point after the game. Harry Grant making contact with the leg of the kicker, resulting in a sin bin. He was also put on report for it. What did you make of it?
Well, it was minor contact. I think this has happened a few times this year. It hasn't resulted in a sin bin. It's been a penalty. So you can see the surprise on Harry's face. I get the concern around this sort of stuff, but when there's contact and it's limited contact, I think we need to take that into consideration. Any sort of contact, like there's high contact a lot in tackles, but they're not penalised because it's insignificant. So I think there's significant contact, which we've seen a couple in the reserve grade where, you know, some playmakers, some kickers have been really hurt pretty badly and have spent some time out of the game. Lachlan Ilias has broken his leg. So I understand the concern around protecting this part of the kicker. This was Brad Snyder on the weekend in reserve grade. He's out for a period of time. That's significant contact. That's careless. Nearly reckless.
But surely that needs to be taken into account.
That's my big... But look, I think the one with Harry Grant last night was very, very harsh.
The penalty's fine.
Well, look, I'm a Shark, and I'm glad it was a penalty, and I'm glad he got sent to the sin bin. But look, even a penalty for me. Look, if they're going to make it black and white,
mate, it's a penalty.
Look, Freddie, why can we not accept in this game? In this game we have where we've got big, strong men they're playing for keeps. They're playing for everything. His job is to pressure the kick. You can't just let these kickers get away with everything. Let them do what they want.
I was in the bunker last night. I said, why hasn't the bloke charging down got the same, amount of whatever as the kicker? Like, they're both in a competition at that moment.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the bloke who's kicking the ball is under the most pressure because he ends up with his foot out there like that. It's a real dangerous spot to be in. And you can see we've had some really big injuries in that situation. So the game said, we're not going to cop you touching their leg. They've missed a few, which is a shame.
But look at that one compared to the ones we're talking about.
You look at the vision, and the game has created this for themselves because last year or the year before, Harry's going out there and making contact with the kicker, putting pressure on directly at the kicker.
They're tackling them.
So the fact that you can't touch the kicker has made Harry go in front of him now. You can't go behind him because he can just run and take off. So he's gone in front of him, which is why they're actually making contact with the leg now.
Well, the best to do it, really have a kick out.
Now resulted in.
There's always a flow-on effect. If you change something, it'll have a flow-on effect.
I reckon it's safe for the kickers to do what Billy said. Well, they used to be able to tackle the kick as long as they tackled them.
Mate, that was getting ridiculous.
But as long as they
just
tackled
going
them,
up.
Freddie.
You'd kick the ball, the bloke would stand there, get him, roll him to ground, hold him on the ground for 3 seconds, take him out of the defensive line.
Penalise that.
Well, they just let that go because it become, I think what's happened is, the game sort of found a need to explain everything. All they should be saying is if your intentions are bad, that's a penalty.
But that's my point, Freddie. His intentions weren't bad. I'm with you on that.
I think he's a bit smarter than he made. Like, Harry's one of the smartest players, without a doubt. Now, he's gone in there. I don't think he hasn't intended to hurt him. But he knows by looking away and running where he has it, he's actually going to hit him and put him under pressure.
But the contact is almost insignificant.
I totally agree. But you can't touch their foot.
Okay, well, if you can't touch his feet, I'll accept the penalty. But to get 10 minutes in the sin bin for it, way too harsh. Way too harsh.
They were in front on the lead on the scoreboard when it happened, and then by the time he come back, they were behind. So it's a big part of the game.
They scored a try right after it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it was Melbourne's fault the try was scored. It wasn't like it was because of, I think, Harry. They ran through the middle, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they got one less player on the field.
I understand that, but
it's a big
more space.
I feel like if you score one on the edge, I think that's like, I don't know, it feels like the bloke in the
13 on 12, Freddie.
I'm just saying where the try scored is important to me.
Yeah, I'm with you. You don't let teams go for your middle. I'm absolutely with you on that one, but they're still a player short. I think it was a huge call, big moment in the game. Very harsh, and I just don't understand why we can't accept...
saying Melbourne's robbed.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I can't understand why in this game accidents going to happen. There's a big difference between that one there and the replays that we saw where blokes are attacking the leg. There's a big difference.
You just watch Viliami kick out. He does it really well, and he gets charge downs. He gets results. I don't know if Harry ever thought he was actually going to get the ball in that charge down. Viliami kick out goes for it every time. He doesn't hit their legs. He gets charged down. He changes the game. So if you want to do it, go and look what Viliami does and copy that.
All right, a harsh one for the Melbourne Storm last night.